Hello everyone. It's April 11th, 2013. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. I've been off for a while. I've been just kind of watching and reading and, doing the schmucky thing. I'm not exactly what you'd call overwhelmed by our leaders, by most people in general. In fact, one could even say I'm rather underwhelmed by just about every goddamn thing there is to be underwhelmed about. I just saw on YouTube, on the Young Turks, this little show about a 17-year-old girl in Canada who was gang raped 2 years ago. Photos of it went viral on the internet. People were blaming her because, she was unconscious and they were taking pictures of her. And they did this for 2 years. She finally hanged herself because, it's so much easier to blame the victim. And, there are those folks who said, well, these kids didn't understand what they were doing. They took pictures. They were proud of themselves. Didn't understand my ass. They knew full well there were going to be no consequences. There has not to this point been really a good police investigation. You'd think if a photo hits the internet, goes viral, it's so many hits, people might say, well, that's probably evidence, but apparently not there. And Canada's usually meant to, cut out to be a pretty law-abiding land. So I'm wondering, were these kids influential? Did they have influential parents? Perhaps the modern gods, business owners. Oh, because they can do no wrong. So we got one kid whose dad has a dry cleaning store and another one. You getting my drift here? Are you getting my drift? They didn't know what they were doing was wrong. We got to understand them. No. We have to put their butts behind bars until they're dead. Never let them back out on the streets. Never let their sperm hit an egg. No creation. We don't want to pass those bad genes on. They have to go away now. And then maybe the rest of them will understand that. I'm off subject. I'm way off subject. I've been watching now for a month this noise between us and friggin' North goddamn Korea. Kim Il-sung. Kim Il-sung. Bad music. He's threatening that he's going to launch missiles against the U.S. Yippee tippy doo-dah doo-dah. Have you tried North Korean fireworks lately? Really? There's a Spanish phrase for this that's both flavorful in its delivery and yet conjures up the appropriate mental picture. Poo-poo de la Toro. We went through this horse shit way back in the early 50s. Truman and Eisenhower. And we found out we could spend a whole lot of money in that pit and not do a damn thing. They're being backed by China, who, we owe a ton of money to, so we don't have to worry about them, going to war with us. We have to worry about them recalling debt and driving us broke. That's the facts of it. But here you got this idiot pinhead, Kim Il-sung, Kim Il-dung, whatever you want to call him, Kim Il-suck. He's, big and brave and bold. Get the fuck out of South Korea. Well, what business is it of yours if we're in South Korea? Although I agree we should, bring that money home, boys. That's an embassy and Marine Guards and yada, yada, yada. We could spend that money here, not there. Balance of trade and all of that. Bring the money home. That's diplomats and spies and shit. Bring them the fuck home. Get out of Afghanistan, get out of Iraq, Iran, get out of everywhere, bring it home now. It's time for the empire building to stop. Screw empire building. It's time to build our country back to what it was. I know that's a concept that our diplomats, our politicians don't like too damn bad. It's time to bring the money home. We don't want to be there. Most folks, I talk to my friends, nobody wants to be in South Korea. I think it's a rotten job for any of the Marines stationed there at the embassy. Where can they go? Oh, they can go downtown. Downtown, yay. And maybe they, after several months pick up a smattering of the language, but they're not too good at the whispers, so they really don't know what's being talked about. Bring it the hell home. We were there 63 years ago, didn't make a bit of difference. That's over half a damn century, people. It's time to stop the empire builders. Time to put them back in the back. Just say, that's enough, boys. We got you. But no thanks. We don't have to protect them. We just have to let them do. What the hell's there in South Korea that's so damned important to us anyway? Yeah. Oh, if you let them take that domino, blah, 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 blah. Well, the next domino is Japan. And I don't think they're going to take that domino. First of all, it glows in the dark. They probably, think of it as a nightlight now. It ain't that big a deal, is what I'm saying here. They're not going to take over Japan. They're not going to take over Guam. So they get a bigger piece of Korea, make it one unified country. Who really gives a good goddamn? Nobody I know. Ask your friends, do they care? Do they really? Then ask, why? Like I said, we were there back in the very early 50s. Truman, who got us out of World War II with a win, and then, got nothing out of Korea, so it was a tie, basically. And then Eisenhower, who was the head guy at the European Theater of Operations in World War II, and he didn't do any better in Korea, finally said, screw this, came home. It works like that. These are intransigent people. You can't change them. They are what they are. Throughout history, they've been what they are. They ain't going anywhere, and they ain't changing. Okay, it's a rock-pound nothing anyway. If you notice Korean lobsters at the fish store, maybe Korean shrimp. Oh, I know, Korean beef. Korean corn. Oh yeah, that's right. The fermented cabbage. Have you tasted that? Sorry about your luck. Yes, I know I'm being particular here, and I'm being offensive and nasty, but maybe it's time, in order to save us billions of dollars and a shitload of lives, well, maybe it's time to be offensive. And Korea, I'm not being offensive to you. I'm being offensive to the assholes who would try to tell you what to do. It's time, boys and girls. Bring it the hell home. Get it done. Say we're sorry. See ya. Now this works two ways. They don't get to come here for anything either. Work on that. I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's the Schmuck Look. Peace.